All right. Today we gather together to honor and to pay tribute to the brave men and women who have served our country. We take this opportunity to express our gratitude and appreciation for their selfless service and dedication to protecting our freedoms. Let us take this moment today to reflect upon the sacrifices made by our veterans and also show gratitude for the impact that they have had on the lives in our country. Thank you all for joining us in this important commemoration. Students, this is the opportunity, what I'm asking for you to show Haley pride and respect. So please be a respectful audience, be quiet, be calm during the whole assembly. Would everyone now, students, you can stay seated. We're going to allow our adult guests on the outside perimeter. Please go ahead and stand for the presentation of colors. Students, stay seated. We'll bring in the flags. Yes. I'm sorry? Oh, you haven't brought them in yet. I'm so sorry. Let's have our guests come in. Now we will wait until they're all inside before we clap. Would our student helpers go ahead and bring in the flags? Mrs. Yo, we ready for the colors? Students, again, stay seated. We'll have the adults stand for this part. So again, students stay seated, adults please stay standing. We will say the Pledge of Allegiance together. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, our guests may be seated. Thank you so much. All right, since our guests did not have the benefit of hearing why we're here today, I'm going to read this again for you. So, I am Mr. Howard, our principal. This is our Veterans Day program. And remember, today we gathered together to honor and to pay tribute to these brave men and women for their service to our country. We take this opportunity to express our gratitude and appreciation for their selfless service and dedication to protecting our freedoms. Ms. Cochran, are you ready to do the first two songs? All right.
We are actually going to start this with the singing of our national anthem. So will you all please stand for me and join us in singing with 3rd and 4th, 5th grade?
All right, great job for those songs that we've already sung. I'm Mrs. Yo, and this is, I think, my 7th or 8th year of doing this, and I think this might be the one that we have done with the most veterans here. So you have quite a few of you here. So as I call you, if you would just stand, and I will go by different branches. We have a couple who we do not have here in person, but Mrs. Parr's son and nephew, we have Mark Haydock and Michael Parr. My husband, Brian Yo, is from the Air Force. And then we have Master Sergeant Mario Boone. We have Staff Sergeant Glenn Rogers. Senior Airman, Mr. Ernst. We have Staff Sergeant Tamara Bodner. Senior Airman Chris Elias. Staff Sergeant James Bakhorn. Sergeant Mark Roop. That's it. And those right there are our Air Force veterans. Give them a round of applause, please. For our Army veterans today, we have Sergeant Mark Roop. Oh, no, that was Air Force. Army First Sergeant Eric Wash. We have in memory of Mr. Bergnatt, which is Mrs. Bergnatt's father. Mr. Nixon, E4 Jonathan Cassiano, I don't think he is here. E4 Kalia Brown. We have Specialist Joe Hudson. Because he's active duty, we have E5 Mohammed Khalid. Dirisha Bowen is the Army Specialist. Private First Class Mark McDonald. Major Dion White. Specialist Stephen Elias, E5 Bobby Ellis Sr., and First Lieutenant Dean Skakowski, Specialist Jose Juarez, and I'm sorry I didn't write down your rank, Mr. Dave Meyer, E4 Steve Armstrong, Sergeant Vincent Humes, Sergeant Sean Bronow could not be with us. Sergeant Jim Walker. Specialist Michael Reesner. Sergeant Victor Nelson. And right there are your Army veterans from the elementary. You may be seated. Thank you again. For our Army National Guard, I have Corporal Scarlett Gonzalez, and she did tell me she just got retired, so congratulations. Specialist Jeremy Love. National Guard, I have Specialist Adam Troxel. And that is our National Guards. And I just realized we had 2 that were added on that I don't want to forget. I have Specialist Nina King from the Army. And Specialist for Tommy Barnes from the Army also. Wanted to make sure you were included. Thank you very much. All right, you may be seated. And next we have Marines. I have Marine Corporal Robert Cook. Marine Sergeant Jimmy DeArmond. And Marine Sergeant Matthew Jackson Jr. All right. Thank you very much. You may have a seat. And last we have our Navy. My first one is Stuart McCann. Sorry, they didn't tell me your rank. What was it? SK2. Okay, SK2. And then we have E6 Charles Wyatt. We have E8 Britt Scott. LCDR Scott Shantz, Chief Warner Garlock, and Petty Officer 3rd Class Daniel McCoy, which happens to be Mrs. McCoy's dad. So I'm hoping that I didn't miss anybody. If there is anybody, please stand up and get the recognition you deserve. But you may have a seat. All right, you come back up. We are doing 4th and 5th grade Haley students. So 4th and 5th grade students, if you would kindly stand up quietly, we appreciate it.
thank you again to our honored guests and family members today. We thank you so much for joining us. To the staff and students, especially Mrs. Yo for coordinating the Veterans Day planning, Mrs. Cochran for teaching the students the songs, and all of the staff who helped with that. And also thank you students for trying to be a respectful audience. We also want to thank some community partnerships. Thank you to Lopshire Flowers. They donated some flowers for today's ceremony, as well as Blondie's cookies for the little sweet treat. All right, so we are transitioning our veteran guests, right? Oh, where is our student helpers to take our colors back out? All right, so our veterans guests, can we give them a round of applause as they exit? We appreciate you so much.
You guys come this way. Oh, careful.
All right. Next, if you are a student and you have a family member who was a veteran guest today, would you please stand up? So your mom, grandparents, aunts, uncle, a family member is here today. You can step out